Shifting focus now to some breaking news that's coming in. We are getting more details of what the agenda is going to look like for Muttaqi when the Afghan Taliban minister visits India. We're given to understand that a meeting with External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar is on cards. He could be meeting with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval as well. Here's what we're learning from our sources within the Afghan administration is that this visit of the Afghan minister marks a major diplomatic milestone as far as India and Afghanistan are concerned. This is going to be a high-profile visit after Afghanistan, after the Taliban took over in Afghanistan. The diplomatic ties between the two countries did see a sort of frosty relation in the beginning, but now we're given to understand with the visit of this minister, we are seeing a thaw there, a diplomatic milestone, so to say. Anand, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more details on this. Yes, Anand, what more can you share with us?
Well, good evening, Poonam, and good evening to our viewers. Amir Khan Muttaqi coming into Bharat. The first time there is a high-level visit from a Taliban leader into Bharat since 2021-2022, since the takeover and the forced takeover of the Taliban of running Afghanistan. But he's also traveling to Russia and then coming into Bharat. He will not only be meeting the External Affairs Minister but also the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Bharat will be pushing for certain, more improvements in the Talibani administration. Will they also push for greater rights for women and education for women? We'll have to wait and watch. But furthering trade, trying to also open diplomatic missions and to also ease travel restrictions and travel norms. These will all be conversations, but at a far greater, far deeper level, along with the people-to-people engagement to further that and the interests of the people of Afghanistan. Bharat will also be talking very aggressively and perhaps very openly in terms of furthering this collaboration. And this is also a big dent to the machinations of the China-Pak combined, who had wanted to corner the Afghanistan space for themselves. Recently, we also see President Donald Trump talking about returning to the Bagram Air Base and trying to continue to maintain a toehold in Afghanistan, contrary to what the Biden administration wanted. These are all significant improvements and significant developments, which Bharat is also going to talk about very closely. I just want to also put out some important aspects of this meeting that Manoj Kumar Gupta has been able to get us these details. The expansion of visa quotas is on the table, especially for business persons, medical travelers and families. There will be a key change of restoring normal state-to-state engagement is possible. It is also possible that both sides will post full-fledged ambassadors and also broader consular presence will be established. Trade corridors, possibility of opening new trade corridors, boosting cross-border commerce in food, textiles and essential goods will also be spoken about. Talks will be spoken about, held on, expanding bilateral trade and emphasis with easing transport barriers. The Indian side is always aimed at, like I underlined, people-to-people contact, and in that case, there will be discussions on increasing scholarships for Afghan students to come to Bharat for higher studies in professional and technical fields. Afghanistan, from its end, will be making demands of expanded cooperation in medical facilities, health missions and development projects, including water infrastructure and electricity initiatives. Now, Bharat has helped build the Afghan parliament too, which the Taliban came and bombed and desecrated. So there have been a lot of projects, including dams and other projects, which Bharat was very actively involved, but work on those has ceased ever since this forceful takeover by the Taliban regime. But we did establish a non-diplomatic connect and a mission there to facilitate emergency movements and transportations, especially medical emergencies and also for old people. So it's not a full-fledged mission which is active in Kabul, but it still exists. And somewhere the connect has been made, contact has been established and back-channel conversations have gone on. This perhaps is the first big step towards formalizing equations with the Taliban-led regime in Afghanistan. But more importantly, will Taliban itself portray a far more moderate, face to the world? That is going to be a big aspect to watch out for. We must tell our viewers, as I hand it back to you, Poonam, that Pakistan tried to derail this trip. It had been successful in the past when Muttaqi had to, put paid or cancel his or hold his plans to visit Bharat. But this time around, Bharat was able to prevail on the UNSC and ensure that Amir Khan Muttaqi is able to make this trip.
Right. Anand, thank you so much for getting us the latest on that front. We'll, of course, keep an eye out of when that visit does happen.